full cutesy mode, try to help Natsuki, because she's going through a rough time. I mean, last time she had a whole broken neck thing going on and then jumped at us. Doesn't matter what I pick. Why does it even... Look, it really doesn't matter what I pick. We're at, I don't know what even that number is. Hundreds, maybe millions out of 20. Comfort and vibrant and silly and desire. And look at all the fun that we've had. Oh, boy, aren't you excited?
Hi, Wretched. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today.
Monica! I told you not to... is she really late again?
Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki.
Excuse me?
Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling?
What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something you're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So!
Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something?
Wow. Straight to the throat or the stomach. And we all know that the quickest way to anybody's stomach is through their heart.
Oh, man. I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Wretched, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Wretched is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Thank you for understanding, Monica.
The crazy is coming out. It's oozing out of the cracks and crevices. It's everywhere now. So Yuri is the next one, I'm assuming. Just based on the empirical data that I've seen thus far.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Our dude must be into legs or something, because that's the third time I think he's mentioned it in 2 separate playthroughs.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
That's suspicious. Natsuki has already taken off crying, hopelessly distraught. And Yuri is probably now tracking her down, sneaking up behind her and snapping her neck as I speak. Because she feels threatened. I can't win with this dude. This dude does something to corrupt all of these girls. I'm trying desperately to get a date. And not one date has happened yet. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom.
Did Yuri leave again?
No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
Sometime later, 10 minutes have passed. Well, she's either been abducted by aliens to do weird alien experiments, or She's not filling up the water pitcher because how far away is wherever she's filling it? The nearest sink, probably in the nearest bathroom, cannot be on a different floor. It's got to be on this floor somewhere. Unless, I mean, we all know girls don't poop, but maybe she's pooping. Just saying. It could happen. 10 minutes is not that long to be that worried. That would also explain why she was so hesitant for us to go with her. She didn't want us to hear the return of lunch. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up. My guy. Let's just assume the worst and just ignore it for now. I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. And that's where we find her rushing out of the bathroom with a trail of toilet paper on her shoe. What are we looking for? Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? I really don't want to know. Is that coming out of the bathroom? It's coming from around the corner where the nearest bathroom is. It sounds like breathing. Gah! A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri! Kya! Oh! That is a problem. Let's assume that is probably more than likely based on, again, empirical data that we have collected over a period of time. That is self-inflicted. Which means, this is your warning right now. My face is currently covering an arm that is covered in gashes, bleeding pretty profusely. For the small cuts that there are, it's bleeding a lot. We're going to assume that she is self-destructive and self-harming. And this happens. It does. It's unfortunate, and it really needs to be addressed. But what I'm mostly worried about right now, and why I'm really having a hard time forming words, is how much of this is just a recurrent issue that she's experiencing, and how much of it is the corruption that is happening to this world as it folds in on itself. That's the really crazy part about this game for me. I don't know how much of this is their own personality and how much of this is being forced on them by some sort of weird corruption. Because it's a game that knows it's a game. I have established that. The fourth wall breaking proves that fact. I don't know. Let's just keep going. We'll discover this as we go, but I just want to give everyone a nice warning as well as frame our mindset, because now we're going to be continuing on looking into whether or not this is like a purposeful thing that she's been doing for a long period of time, which it seems that way because there's a lot of scars on her arm too. And this is probably the thing that she was doing in our room in the last playthrough too. When she had her sleeve rolled up with her bright, shiny, awesome knife and then quickly unrolled it before we got to see. I bet you this is what was happening too. So it feels like it might be part of her, like part of her character, part of her personality. But I don't know. I don't know how many cycles we have already gone through and whether this corruption has slowly leaked into these girls, or if it was just there and it's being amplified for some reason. Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna try. Oh, we rewound time! I thought it was just we were panicking and spitting out and like vomiting a whole bunch of crap, but no. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's not Monica. Maybe it's Yuri. Why would Monica be the one breaking the fourth wall? Yuri would have been the one breaking the fourth wall. Unless Yuri convinced Monica to say those things. I don't. God, I love how trippy this is. It hurts. Because here's the thing, okay? Yuri probably super distraught. Probably panicked, rewound things, where the player, us, could see it. Where before, she was kind of pulling the strings behind the scenes where we wouldn't have seen it, because she wouldn't have wanted us to know. But now I'm catching on. Or maybe No, you know what? Let's just keep going. I have so many hypotheses now running through my mind. I'll talk about them if I remember to.
I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Wretched, do you like oolong tea?
I love oolong tea. In real life, it's amazing. Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway.
Well, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Wretched. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour her a cup of tea for each of us.
Wretched, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading.
Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now, I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I have a feeling she is more aware of things than I give her credit for. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. This feels like such an intense moment. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Stupid me. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me, Like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Wretched.
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily.
I can't. Wretched.
Suddenly, Yuri forcibly grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over.
Wretched. My heart. My heart won't stop pounding, Wretched. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Wretched?
Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest.
Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you.
Oh. Gee, Grandma, what big eyes you have. You know, I've always loved it when anime use photorealistic body parts to accentuate things. It makes me feel oh so comfortable. Oh, you're getting closer. Of course you are. Yeah, just bring it on in. Big hug. Yay, Monica. Thank you. She was getting a touch too close for me. Oh, I've never been so happy to see that evil expression on Monica's face. Because I'm still working under the assumption that none of these girls are saints anymore. We need to run very far away, get away from all of them as quickly as possible. This is where our main character dies.
It's time to share poems.
Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki's here? I thought Natsuki ran away crying. Okay, let's go talk to Natsuki.
Hey, Natsuki.
This one's alright.
All right.
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay?
Oh. Whoa. The first line is a rough one. Well, let's get comfortable. Everyone take a seat. Deep breath. Good, everyone nice and calm. Let's delve into this one because this is going to be harsh. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive. Things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try to talk to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. She needs one. She really does. Let's continue. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now, I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you can do something to help, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please, try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a real good poem. Okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I think there's a hidden message behind this one. It's kind of a weird poem. There's no rhyme scheme or meter, but I think she's trying to express concern for the world as a whole and how things have been changing lately. And possibly, I get the feeling that she's even worried about some of her friendships. Don't ask me how I know that, but I think that might be what's going on here. Natsuki is such a good person. She really does care about her friends. Really wish that our dude wasn't just a giant NPC and probably just gonna say something along the lines of, "Oh, that was a nice poem, good job." I feel like our dude is like a preset NPC character that just says whatever, and he ignores most things. And I wish I had more agency here. I wish I could control this more, but I don't think I can. And the reason I want to say that up front is if that happens, then we'll know what kind of story we're in. We're trapped. So here we go. One of two things happens. Our dude actually acknowledges this, or he completely ignores it and things just continue as they are. Oh, well, that broke. Huh. Apparently that's not what was supposed to happen, whether it was Yuri, Monica, the game itself, whatever. It just erased Natsuki. Not permanently, she's not gone, but her face is definitely not there anymore.
I changed my mind. Ignore everything that you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Richard? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away.
It is Monica. Monica just erased Natsuki, shoved her hand up Natsuki, and is just working her like a puppet. Metaphorically, of course, although who knows anymore. I don't know how any of this works, but it's definitely Monica doing this. Oh, I would love to spend more time with Monica. I don't have the option. I was trying to from the very beginning. She was our dude's pick, so I just assumed that she would be the one we would end up with eventually.
Yuri and I are just too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica! Just Monica! Just Monica!
Just Monica! As you said! Just Monica! Oh, good! Very good. Yes, just Monica. Who should I show my poem to next? You know what? Why don't I show it to Yuri? Dude, this is gonna go so bad so fast. Screw you, Monica! Yuri! Oh my god, it let me do this.
Finally.
Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath.
I love it. I love everything about it. Richard, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please?
Sure, I don't care.
You're too nice to me, Richard. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right?
Yuri holds my poem to her chest.
I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it!
Oh. There are words here. I'm only able to make out a few words here, but from what I can tell, this is not an okay person. I really feel bad for her. Oh god, the screen in the back is changing too. It's getting bloodier as we go. Is she just directly behind this poem, staring into my soul as I'm reading this? Yeah, okay. I just had that feeling of she's right behind me, isn't she? I do. I like it a lot. Thank you so much for letting me keep this. I love it so much. I'm gonna take this home and frame it as an example of the biggest red flag to look for when you're looking at someone crazy.
I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about...
Yeah, no, I could tell. That was exactly what I got from that poem. Thank you.
More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent.
I don't... You know what? No, we're not asking stupid questions we don't want answers to. Don't ask questions ever in life that you don't want the answer to.
See? Aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit.
2 levels of crazy has just been achieved. Now let's go deal with the 3rd level of crazy. Hi, you. Are you doing all of this? It feels like I should be scared of Monica, but it feels like maybe she's doing this for us? I get this feeling that she knows that she's not an option and she really, really wants to be. That's why I love this so much. It really leaves a lasting impression on you as you go. This is true psychological horror, the way it was meant to be. Anyway,
Wretched, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts damaging herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like an intimate thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be for the best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I guess we won't worry about your poem. Yuri should have at least had the courtesy of letting you finish sharing it before taking it. Well, whatever. If it makes her happy, I won't stop her. As for mine, I worked really, really hard on this poem, so I hope that's, effective. Here goes.
No blue screen of death, please.
Jeez, that really startled me.
Please don't mess with my PC. I need this.
Well, I guess I kinda messed up at, writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind.
All of her poems. Her poems are code.
Let's just move on.
Yes. No. What do you mean, yes or no? No. No? No. Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I'm assuming this is a Natsuki poem because it's written with cutesy language. I'm assuming that this poem is referencing her actual father and how destructive and abusive, negligent, and then very physically abusive he is to her. Because she would rather have her father not notice her at all than whatever is going on. I had a feeling that each one of these girls were going through a lot. And I had a feeling that eventually we would see the despair. It doesn't, just because I was aware that this was going on and I had this idea that we're going to run into things like this and like what was happening to Yuri, it doesn't make it any easier to see. It is so difficult. I realize life is hard, but it doesn't need to be this hard, and that is so tough. Okay, let's keep going. I feel so bad. I feel so helpless because I'm stuck behind this NPC that just doesn't do anything. My main character is the least main character that has ever main charactered. And is that a little silly and maybe a little reductive about the whole situation? Yes, but that's how I cope with things. When things get difficult, I cope with laughter. I cope with humor. And this idea that our main character is locked in and very unaware of anything happening is, I guess, really funny in a weird, sick, and twisted way. I'm done trying to reason with the game that there's nothing I can do, so we're just along for this ride. We get to enjoy whatever is about to happen, even if it's horrible, because it's gonna be. Whatever happens next is bad. So this is another warning for everyone. Things are only gonna get worse from here, not better. We now are very much aware of all of the horrific backstories of all of these girls, except possibly Monica, because we don't know anything about what's going on with Monica, but let's just assume that's bad too. So here we go. Anyone that really doesn't want to see what's going to happen next, please click away now, because I'm done with the warnings. We're just going to fire through and sort of see.
Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can, well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So, I'm gonna make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. What about Wretched? Wretched is gonna help me.
Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica.
Sorry, but that's just how it is.
Like hell it is! What are you trying to pull?
I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands.
Mine too!
What? Your cupcakes? Please.
Like you would freaking know! All you care about now is dragging Wretched around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica!
Hey, I didn't even do anything.
Okay, then why not Wretched decide who to help instead of abusing your power?
I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Wretched make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine.
Jeez! Wretched, you know how fed up you are with these two by now? We can just...
Natsuki, shut your frickin' mouth and let him decide for himself.
You shut your mouth!
Jesus. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay?
Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Because I'm not doing anything else. Just Monica. Otherwise, something bad happens to the other two girls. And I will not let that happen on my watch.
Yay! You picked me. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you?
Are you kidding me? This isn't fair at all.
It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Wretched for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Wretched away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered offing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask?
Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door.
Hey, Wretched. Yuri is really something, isn't she?
Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door.
Finally. This is really all I wanted. Wretched, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you. But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Wretched. I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me, is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Wretched, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Wretched. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession?
How do I say no to that? But this is what we wanted, right? We wanted a date. So let's go on a date! Yes! What are you doing? I said yes! I said yes. For anyone who is confused as to what just happened, Yuri took out a knife and proceeded to stab herself over and over and over and over and over and over until she is in this sorry state where she is currently on the verge of what I can only assume is death. Why she did this is completely beyond me, and she's not saying anything that I can read. Which actually makes sense, because that chest wound is offset far enough that it probably has punctured both her heart and her lung. Which means that she's no longer capable of breathing, because her lungs have collapsed, or at least one has. So this would get really difficult to talk. I need to know why. It's not even a stupid question anymore. I have to know why this happened. I need information from her before she dies. That's the only way that I figure out how to save either myself, Natsuki, possibly even Monica, even though I'm still under the assumption that probably Monica is the one doing this, and Yuri basically confirmed that by saying that she doesn't care if Monica is listening, which means that all of the girls are aware that Monica hears more than she should. They're all aware of that. I feel so helpless. All the time. I'm sorry, Yuri. I'm so sorry. She's saying something, but it's mumbled. It's inaudible. I can't understand it. Is our NPC not going to call for help? Are we not going to find someone to try to save her? Are we just going to sit here until it's too late? At this point, the shock should have wore off. I understand that he's probably in shock. I get it. I also understand that this was out of the clear blue and there was no warning signs, so there was nothing that he could have done to prevent this, so I'm not mad at him for that. But what are we doing just standing here? Why are we just watching her take her last breath instead of rushing to find help? I guess I'm gonna skip this. Yeah, let's just skip. Wow. What are you doing? Of course, it's the weekend. We're staying right here just like this the whole weekend? It's gone so long that her blood has started to oxidize. It has turned black. That means time actually passed. Like, I know it was supposed to represent that, day, night, day, night, day, night, day, night. I get it. But time actually passed. It was a nice little touch, I guess. What is actually wrong with us? Okay, you know what? I forgave us the first time with Sayori. I don't forgive us this time. I hate our character. I understand it's probably not his fault, and there's nothing that he can do, and he can't deviate from whatever path, and he was probably locked in place in that cutscene because he couldn't get past that dialogue because she had to say something in order to get him past that. But now what? What are we gonna do? Wait, before I do anything else, let me pull up the game files again. I need to find them. Well, good news, everyone. Yuri's still here for now.
All right, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? Yeah!
Oh, yeah, no, that's a... That would be my response too. Very reasonable of you. Natsuki runs away.
I'm here. Wretched, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me, covered in vomit. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Wretched? Oh, geez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly.
I can confirm at least one of my suspicions. This is a game that knows it's a game, and Monica definitely knows that she's the one writing all the scripts. She's not even hiding it anymore.
I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a second.
Remove character Yuri. Yuri character deleted. Yep, there it went. Natsuki character deleted. Cool, awesome, there you go. It's just Monica now.
I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick.
Monica lifts the foil from whatever's tray and takes a cupcake.
Seriously, these are the best. I really just have to have one since it's the last time I'm ever going to get a chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second.
Monica? Think it's broken.
Can you hear me? Is it working?
Hey there. What would happen if I delete Monica? I'm gonna wait. I want to see how this plays out in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and goodbye.